welcome back, everybody. Today is a very special episode. It's International Women's Day. So basically what this is empowering women, because, you know, how women don't have all the rights as men, even though it's completely the opposite. So I figured for today's video we would just, look around Twitter, and I show a couple anti-feminism things that feminists don't want to acknowledge. Let's just look through here and see anything interesting. Alright, well, I already found something. Here's to women using their brains and power to change the world rather than trolling the internet to complain. I completely agree with this. I mean, there's feminists that, dye their hair red and scream patriarchy, and that's not what you want. It's International Women's Day, and I got peed on the face by my son. Well, that's what happens when you have kids. Now, I come across a picture like this, and you see, oh man, look at that, they're so empowered. When men do it, and there's like, oh, men don't have all the rights, feminists end up getting it shut down. For example,
fire alarm that you got.
now I see this trying to show the empowerment of women, but in reality, feminists are going to get upset about this because, guys are going to say, oh, she's going to get raped, and then they're going to be like, oh, no, they won't. When a porn star does it, oh, it's awful, right? Let's take the slut walk, for example. As you can see here, all these people just dressing up like idiots. Any other day of the week, they get all triggered. Oh, how dare they walk like that around? But this one day, they can dress up like porn stars and not say how the porn industry is sexist. Only them, though. It's only when it benefits them. Now, things like the slut walk, they say, oh, it's like a woman saying that a rape was their fault is like a carjacking victim saying that he was at fault for owning a car. Maybe you should just not dress like that, and maybe, just maybe, you have a chance of, maybe I won't get raped. Or maybe you should practice self-defense. Let's continue looking now. Shout out to Neil Murray, you follow him on Twitter. Today is National Women's Day. Yesterday was Cereal Day. Who cares about these arbitrary dates? Unless if there's a face-sitting day, because that'd be cool. Shout out to all these men making ironic jokes about International Women's Day to like all days. Is it really about you? National Men's Day. If we post something like that Twitter, whoever posted it gets taken down because of feminists. It's only when it serves them that they go crazy. BuzzFeed, of course, posted something, controlled by feminists. Let's actually take a look at it. Alright, some boobs, but it's art, guys. Come on, don't be immature. Well, there is a Men's Day. It's just no one cares about it because, feminists go crazy. And of course, there's see how we're supporting women's empowerment every day of the year. Sexism is global, and the fight against it should be too. Poverty is sexist. Wait, hold up a second. Are you kidding me? Red actually said this? Nowhere on earth do women have as many opportunities as men. Man, I just stuttered that. Said, are you kidding me? And then showed them these statistics, Feminism, of all people, loves statistics. But the only difference is they like fake ones. Alright, guys, so now let's look at some of these more rights that men don't have, but women do. Alright, women have the right to genital integrity. That means that circumcision for a woman is completely illegal and described as sick. but male genital mutilation is still common practice. That's getting circumcision. That means that the foreskin gets cut off, and yeah, some feminists like to say it's like a toe getting cut off is better than a foot getting cut off, whereas they don't seem to realize you could just not cut off any at all. Women have the right to vote without agreeing to die. So what this means is when men vote, they also sign up for a draft. So that means if anything ever were to happen, if there's a huge world war and we run out of troops, men that have signed up for voting can get called on for war. Whereas women have the right to choose parenthood. Now this is basically, if a woman gets a child, they have the right to put him up for adoption, abortion, or to keep it. Men don't have that right. If a woman decides to keep it, then he has to pay child support. And you know, the worst part about this is, even if you use like a condom or something, they can use that juice that's still inside of the condom to get pregnant, and you can still be forced into you still have to pay child support or be a parent. Alright, so this is still going to be a quick video, so I'm not going to read these to you. You guys know what that means. If not, you can look it up. Women have the right to lower jail sentences for the same crime. So basically what this means is, if you're a woman, you can pretty much get away with murder and not get the death sentence. Whereas if you're a serial killer as a man, you're gonna die. For the most part. You know, robbery, petty theft, women generally will get less sentences. Women have the right not to be assumed sexual predators. So, if a woman is assumed to have fondled a little child, they have to go through this entire thing. I don't know why I did that. They have to go through this entire investigation before they can be called a child predator. Whereas men, if they are even accused, they are immediately registered. You can't get your name off there. It's always there. Thanks to feminism, if a woman wants to be in a government job, just because of their own interests, they can do that. A man will be chosen, or will not be chosen. A woman will be chosen over a man if they want the same job. Women have the right to domestic violence shelters. So what this means is domestic violence shelters, those are the shelters that you go to, let's say if you and your husband or your wife are into that. If you guys get into a fight and you need somewhere to stay, you can go in there. But women have the immediate right, so let's say you both go to it, women get it. In a domestic dispute, a woman has the right not to be assumed the aggressor. So that means the man will be taken into custody before the investigation even begins. So these are just some examples of rights that women have that men do not. Let's take a look at this. Can I look this up? I see a 120p picture there, but teenager falsely accused of rape commits suicide. Teenager took his own life after he was falsely accused of rape, and quit. I love how this thing says it's waiting, but in reality it's just a bad computer. It was mature and well-liked at the center of the police investigation, which ended in June this year when the alleged victim dropped the charge. He tried to commit suicide a few weeks later after being taken to Southampton General Hospital. He died on the 5th of July. Dang. Well-liked. Look at that. Where are the feminists on this? What's about this? Falsely accused of rape? Isn't that what feminists are fighting for? Is that immediately believe the woman? Where are feminists on this? I'll just wait till they see this. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching.